Okay, so now we're going to discuss footwork in Chi Sau. Now, of course, the topic of footwork is very broad. It's probably impossible to put all the footwork we could possibly do in Chi Sau into any kind of video format. But what I can do is I can give you guys one chance or one idea of how we use footwork in Chi Sau. Now, one of the most important things in Wing Chun is to get close to our opponent. Once we get close to our opponent, we want to stay there. But especially if we want to knock our opponent back, or we want to push our opponent or affect our opponent, it's very important that we step into their stance. Okay, and this concept is known as Yap Ma Bo Fat, which basically means to enter into the stance of your opponent. And this is specifically designed for people who are smaller and weaker to basically displace their partner. Now, we do this by stepping into our opponent's stance. What we want to avoid is what you see sometimes people get kind of stuck staying in front of their partner like this. The problem is that unless I step in or I step through my opponent's stance, I'm not going to be able to really affect them. So a real simple exercise that you can practice is like this. You start from Pun Sau, okay, and you're going to catch the elbow like this, or so you catch your partner's arm like this, and we're going to step in. So if we focus on the feet here, I don't want to step in front of my partner's stance, because if I step in front of my partner's stance, I can only use the pushing force of my hand, and I'm not really going to be able to bounce him as much as I would like. So what we're going to do by using the arrow step is step through, all right? This is what we call Yap Ma, all right? Step into the stance of the opponent. That way when I adduct my back leg, I basically displace him and move him out of the way. And this is only possible if I'm stepping into his stance. If I practice and I step in front of his stance, now I only have pushing force here with my arm. And this is what we want to avoid. Just hitting with the arm is not what we want. What we want to do is we want to hit with the entire stance. So when I go in, I step in here and I adduct my back leg and I launch him away. And that's one example of footwork in Chi Sau.